Well, as the calendar turns to fall, it also means flu season is almost here, with most flu activity starting in the U.S. in October, according to the CDC. Area pharmacies and healthcare providers are already offering this year's shot. First News at 9's Max Cotton explains why doctors say it may be even more important for you to get vaccinated this year.
The past few years, you've probably been focusing on COVID-19. This year, the flu may also be a challenge.
It's important that people remember that influenza is still a serious illness. I know the last couple of years we've been dealing with COVID, which is also a serious respiratory illness. But flu did not go away. We still have flu.
Prevea Health's chief medical officer says you should be booking your flu shot appointment as soon as possible, as the upcoming season could be worse than we've seen in recent years.
We've had very light flu seasons the last 2 years, so there's a little bit less natural immunity out there circulating. The influenza vaccine rates the last 2 years have been a little bit lower, which has also contributed to a little bit less immunity.
Dr. Johnson says if you got the flu shot last year, the virus has likely changed, meaning that shot is unlikely to work for the flu strains we'll probably see this upcoming season.
If you have a vaccine this year that worked for this year's virus, it might not work for next year's virus because it would have mutated in the meantime.
While nobody knows for sure what this upcoming flu season's dominant strains will look like, Johnson says scientists use clues from other parts of the world, like Australia, to develop this vaccine, which is typically geared towards 4 potential strains.
When they make up the 4 antigens that are going to go into the vaccine, there's a certain amount of educated guesswork. They look at what's prevalent out there, what was prevalent last year, what's going on.
In Eau Claire, Max Cotton, First News at 9.
The CDC says last year, in what doctors considered a very mild flu season, vaccination reduced the likelihood of someone being admitted to the ICU by an estimated 26%. It reduced the likelihood of death by 31%. And if you're wondering whether it's safe to get the latest COVID-19 booster with your flu shot, Johnson says it is.